It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.
2 with busted eardrums and 1 with a ruptured testicle.
It was Jim. Decided to play kickball.
Yeah. It's this clip from one of the craziest shows on TV, Shameless.
Uh-huh.
All right, and we have one of the craziest characters TV has seen in quite some time. Fiona Gallagher is here. The one and only Emmy Rossum.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Fiona.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's so fun.
Are you anything like your character in real life?
I'm exactly like her.
Really?
Yes, I'm aggressive. I'm sexually casual.
Okay.
I'm a hot mess. No, I'm not.
Get it in, Emmy. Get it in, girl.
I am not a lot like her, actually. No,
Yeah.
I'm an only child. She's got like 5 siblings.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I'm from New York. She's from Chicago.
Okay.
I'm a prude.
You're a prude.
No,
All
not
right.
that prudish.
You were raised, but you're single parent household.
Yeah,
right?
so also a single parent.
Also
But
sing-
Fiona it has become a single parent, even though she's not the parent. So
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
She's a real ballsy girl.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was watching I go back and watch, but her guy friend, I can't think of his name, had just came back from disappearing for about
Jimmy Jack Steve.
Yeah,
Jimmy
and
Steve.
Yeah, and you just end up beating him up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah,
she's quick to throw a punch.
Yeah.
She doesn't really know how to use her words.
yeah.
So she uses her fists.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
You like
You
it,
know?
right?
Yeah, I'm into it.
You like a woman that can
Yeah.
whoop some ass?
You gotta. You have to. You have to be able to defend yourself. And
She's like from the south side of Chicago. She's not going to be like, you hurt my feelings. You left.
I hate you.
She's going to be like, I'm going to hurt you like physically, like you hurt me emotionally. Feel this in your face.
Damn, man. I feel
Yeah.
Emmy, you're scaring me right
She's
now.
scary.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I wanted to ask you really quickly too. You mentioned you were an only child, and I always tease DB and DJ Wonder. They're the only child as well. Imaginary friends, did you have them growing up?
Oh, yeah, of course. You have to.
Favorite one, and what was his or her name?
My favorite imaginary friend was the Tooth Fairy, who used to visit me all the time, by the way. Who was wearing, I would describe what she was wearing. She used to come and hang out on the fire escape, and I would let her in at night. My mom was very, very concerned that I knew how to open the window and was letting people in through the fire escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it wasn't only when I lost teeth. Like, she would visit all the time, and she was super pretty. I remember that used to tell my mom. My mom's like, really? What does she look like? I'd be like, oh my God, she's so pretty. She's like blonde hair. And apparently I was a valley girl when I was 6. And she has this really beautiful pink sparkly dress. And my mom's like, oh, that's super interesting.
When did she leave your life? At what age? If this was 6, how long did she hang around?
She's still here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Damn, still got
Every
her.
night. No. yeah. But I think like you have to have imaginary friends because you have no like real playmates and you just make shit up.
Yeah, we've all done that. I mean, I'm the youngest of 3. I had a friend named Tommy.
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 Okay.
Tommy. I used to talk to Tommy. He was it was a fuzzy bear in my mind that
Okay.
talked back.
Like, so this was the original Ted.
Pretty much. I'm
Tommy.
pissed off at Mark Wahlberg for that too.
Yeah,
I
he
think
stole it from
He stole
you.
that's intellectual property. Somehow he got it out of my mind.
What kind of name is Tommy?
He looked at he knew the words for like feet, like his toe, and me, and that's how he came up with
Tommy.
it.
Exactly.
You know me well. That's
That's it.
exactly how it happened.
That's it.
Left around 6 years old.
Oh, so this was an early friend.
It was an early friend.
Right.
I grew up in Oakland. After a while, you stop pretending.
Right,
You
got
dealt with
it.
reality.
Real life,
yeah.
yeah.
Dealt with it.
I mean, so since you had such a strong imagination younger, were you interested in the acting world?
Yeah, I liked playing pretend. Also, I had a single mom, but she put all of her salary towards sending me to this like super Tony, not Tony,
Okay, yes,
super
you-
like fancy prep school. So I was like the token girl with the single mom who was going to this like fancy prep school, and I hated it. They made us do dumb things like balance books on our heads, and we had to learn how to sew.
Oh,
and
wow.
Gwyneth Paltrow went there, and Kerry Washington went there too. So she's cool.
At the same time?
No, they're
okay.
older than me.
Okay,
But like,
okay.
I just mean like fancy
Oh, they've been
people
to the-
went to
okay.
this school.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hated going to the school because I didn't fit in. I was always like using my imagination, and I was friends with all like the nerds, and I was super into singing and musical theater, and I was just a total nerd. So I always used to play pretend and
You got into
That's dope,
acting.
yeah.
Now you get paid to pretend.
yeah.
There you go.
It's a good deal right there.
Yeah.
All right. DB is a big fan of Shameless.
Cool.
you
Hi.
doing?
He's all quiet over there in the corner.
I'm an only child, you know.
Only
We're
child.
kind of shy, and
No, we're
that
not.
kind of stuff.
we're spoiled and entitled because our
Right.
parents, we were their everything.
Right, but okay. Well,
Insensitive.
I feel like you can always tell an only child because they're really annoying and obnoxious.
Am I annoying?
Pretty much, bro. I mean, I shoot stuff at you all the time. That's why we don't hang out all the time. But go ahead. What's your question?
My question was, Fiona, her character is somebody who had to put aside her own ambitions and dreams and everything in order to take care of the family. Now, being an only child, I know it's kind of hard to identify with somebody who has to sacrifice so much for the people that she cares about. Have you ever had to actually do that, though, in your personal life where you set aside something you really wanted to go after or your own dreams in order to help somebody else?
Yeah, I started working when I was 7 in second grade. I went over to the Metropolitan Opera and sang in the chorus there. And I wasn't making any money doing that, but I started making money doing movies when I was about 14, 15. And at that time I started actually like contributing to my family. And now but you know, by the time I was 16, I was paying the bills for the family. So that was a big responsibility and one that I didn't take lightly and something that caused a lot of strain on me because, and I know it does for some of the other actors on my show, the younger actors who do that for their family as well, because the lines get super blurred between parent and kid and where the responsibilities lie. And it's a weird dynamic, but it's part of it. And, you know, it's a total godsend that I was able to actually make money as an actor and provide for my family because there are so many actors that can't make a dollar and need to wait tables and bartend and clean floors. And I'm so goddamn lucky that I never had to do that. And I was able to, you know, pay for my family and still do. And I'm just so grateful that they inspired me and helped me to do that.
Do you mind elaborating on that for like any actor, young actor that is trying to have, maybe it's time to have that big conversation with their family because they've reached a point where they're bringing in higher monetary value. How do you make it work?
I mean, I feel like that's for any kid that starts making money in their family that's maybe going to make more money than the rest of their family. Like the whole dynamic changes and because like, you know, I mean, more money, more problems, but not really.
You just quoted Biggie.
You know, not really because, you know, the best things in life are free and the second best are super expensive.
Yeah.
But I think that it just changes the dynamic because it just does.
Changes.
Money complicates things.
Yeah, you've heard a lot of horror stories too. I remember the first time I heard horror stories of child actors who were taking care of the family was Gary Coleman, who played Arnold on Different Strokes.
Right.
Yeah, and it was pulling in a lot of money, but apparently his parents was taking the money. So when he got of age, there was no money left. So they ended up going to court and fighting about the money. But to hear this side of the story is really interesting. And I salute you for that.
Oh, thank you.
No doubt.
I remember I did a guest episode of The Practice, and I was like 15 years old, and I got a check for $12,000 for being on The Practice. And I was like 15 years old, and I had $12,000. That blew my mind.
Right?
That blew my mind. And at that time, I wasn't paying for the family, but my mom was like, what do you want to do with this money? And I wanted this like chair. I wanted this chair that I had seen in this like architectural magazine that to me meant if you had that chair, like you had made it. So I bought this fancy chair and I studied in it.
For how much did you buy that chair for?
I think it was like $3,000.
Damn.
This chair that I really wanted. And the rest of the money went, of course, towards, you know, like the rest of my education and stuff like that. But to me, for some reason, I wanted this piece of furniture that was like something I could take with me. And I still have this chair in my house to this day. That was like my first big check. And I sit in this chair and I watch television at night. And it reminds me of the first job that I ever had where I made legit a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like that is, I only worked like 4 days for that. That is a lot of money.
You got over.
So it blew, it just blew my mind that
Wow.
you could make money and buy real things.
Yeah.
Like that really.
At 15.
Yeah.
And you've gone on to become a successful actor. And I don't know if a lot of folks know that you're a recording artist as well.
Yeah, I started as a singer.
You started as a singer.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that until I dug you up and found this song I want to play.
Oh.
It's called Summer Wind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. I like that. Emmy Rossum is here. Summer Wind. I just, I didn't know what to expect from you from a vocalist.
You didn't know I was a senior citizen?
I didn't.
It's like some old people music that I like.
Why? Like what?
I just grew up. My mom worked all the time, and I had babysitters, and they were super old, and they would play like Frank Sinatra when I would come home from school, and they would take me to church to light candles, and we would listen to Frank Sinatra and the Andrews Sisters. So that's what I like.
I did it my
Exactly.
way.
Yeah.
Regrets.
The best is of course.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
What are you doing musically? That was from a while.
Nothing. That
Okay.
was last year, and now I'm chained to this television program, which I love. And if I ever get off, I'll either do a musical on Broadway or another movie or something.
Yeah, you guys got signed on for another season too, right?
Yeah,
Sixth
season 6.
William came by. William H. Macy.
He did.
And our kids actually hang out, go to school together, and we were talking about the show, and this is what he had to say about it.
It's a great show, and I think the reason it works so well is that ultimately it's about family, and that Gallagher family is tight.
It's tough. It's a tough family, right?
It's a tough family. You mess with one of them, you're messing with all of them.
It's true.
It's true, right? It's what is it like when you guys are off the set? Are you close knit like that?
Everyone always says like, oh, we get along really well. Everyone, it's like really great. There's not an asshole, but there's really not an asshole. Like there's no jerk in our cast. It's really kind of amazing because honestly, there is always one jerk.
Usually there is,
that you're
right?
like, oh no, I love working with them. They're amazing,
yeah.
but really they suck. Like there's no one who sucks in our cast. It's so pleasant to go to work and actually people really like each other. It's so nice.
I'm just curious.
I'm totally kidding. We all hate each other.
No. You like each other. You just brought something up to my attention. In this room, we work together every day, half for years. Who would you guys think is the jerk in
Who's
the room?
the jerk in the
Let's
room?
be honest. We could be honest.
And that can be a rotating
You can
person.
look at me.
It can,
I don't care. Yeah,
it can be
rotating.
somebody that changes. Somebody can, be cycling at one time of the month or another. You could be on your cycle right now. Sway.
I'm on my cycle daily. Anybody?
Who's the resident jerk?
Who you think the resident jerk is?
It's your show. Who's the resident jerk?
I'm the resident jerk?
No, I said who is it's your show.
That's true.
You get
So
to
who
pick.
do you think?
Who
the
do you
resident
think is the resident?
Look at him. You switched it up on him. Now you don't know.
Why do you keep looking at me?
It's
Because you keep
DB.
looking at Wonder. Okay, it's DJ Wonder. All right. We're going to go to the phone lines. Kelly is on the line from Kentucky. Good morning, Kelly. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Doing all right. Say hello to Emmy.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I never get on anybody's radio ever. I just wanted to say that I love y'all. I listen to y'all all the time.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you.
You're on.
All right, great.
Look at that. There's a first time for everything.
Right?
Yeah.
You're a citizen.
A Sway in the morning.
She wasn't paying close attention. All right, Jamal in Baltimore. Go ahead.
Hey, Sway, everybody in crew. Fiona Gallagher, good to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you, too.
Listen, I'm serious. It's one of my favorite shows, and I think with the dysfunction in it, the Gallagher name is attached with just being fuck-ups for the most part. Do you ever root for any of them to get out of that situation?
Yeah, I think you gotta root for the Gallaghers. I mean, even when we're shooting in Chicago in the neighborhood, like people will come up to me and they don't like you just said, like, hey, Fiona Gallagher, they don't know that I'm Emmy. They think I'm Fiona. So there's a woman in town who'll always be like, you are such a good mother to those kids. You do such a good job. And then I was on vacation a couple months ago on the beach and someone came up to me and they were like, you should be in jail for all that cocaine you were doing. I was like, it's a character, you guys. So people have a hard time differentiating. But I really do root for them, even though they're so messed up and they sometimes scam and cheat and steal and lie and bury people in the backyard. I still really root for them.
All right. Stefan is in Toronto. Stefan, go ahead. What'd you like to say to Emmy?
Emmy, I just want to say I love your show, Shameless. It's the best show, man. You guys do a great job, and I wouldn't blame you for anything you do on that show.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Stefan. All right. Now, since we have you here, man, we got this segment we do, Emmy, and it's called the Mystery Sack.
Uh-oh.
And have the Bia explain it to you.
It sounds really scary.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack on Shade 45.
All right, Emmy, I'm going to break it down for you. You have to answer 3 questions. You have to pick one at a time.
Okay.
Pull it out, dig deep, read it out loud, and you have to answer honestly.
Wow. This is intense, you guys. About how often do you masturbate? Every month. That's really intense.
Clutch
It
my
depends.
pearls.
If I'm in a relationship, then less. But
Mm-hmm.
I would suppose if I'm in a relationship, I would say I think about having sex more than when I'm actually not in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that when I'm single that I touch myself there a lot at all.
Really?
Maybe once every 3 weeks if I'm single, but if I'm in a relationship, I'm definitely more into it because it's on my brain.
Damn, that's interesting. It's the other way around for us.
Yeah, I know you're constantly playing with it if no one else is playing with it.
Exactly.
But if someone else is playing with it, why am I going to touch it? Like, it's way more fun when somebody else does. I don't know.
That's
Let's
Make
move
sure
on.
you give Sway dap when you leave out. Don't shake his hand. Just give
Yeah,
him
I'm
a
not.
pound.
Okay. That's really
That's
intense.
nasty.
It's like playing
What's
with
the
it.
longest you've gone without showering? Honestly, not long. I am the cleanest person. I shower 2 times a day.
Do you really?
At least.
Morning and night, or
Yes. I mean, sometimes I've gone a day without showering, but that's very rare.
Naya Rivera said twice a day is too much.
Well, didn't she also say, like, that's only for white people or something like that?
Yeah.
There was that part
I
too.
was like, I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
you
about.
just proved it. You said you do 2 a
right.
day, so maybe she had a point.
What, you guys, can I get another one? This is intense.
Okay.
What's that?
She
This
passed
is
on.
about BJ's.
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
longest session?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. Let Tracy put that in there.
Tracy,
You a jerk. We found
Not
out.
long. I
take
don't
the
want to
BJ.
jaw
I told you to take the BJ question out.
Tracy. The jerk.
Oh,
woman.
I can answer this. One thing you'd do over in your life if you could. You know that thing I was just telling you about when we were on commercial? I would live in, Justin Bieber just moved into the house next door to me.
Oh.
He's my new next door neighbor. And I went over to kind of offer him a neighborly hello.
Cookie or cupcake.
And
or
I'm
something,
not
yeah.
going to do that again because he has like a ton of bodyguards there and they're really scary.
Did you get bited bodyguards? Did they not know who you were?
I saw him. He pulled up in his Bentley and then he just went inside. But
You
he's
didn't
my
wave?
neighbor
You
now.
didn't wave?
No, he was actually rapping as he got out of the car. He was like, "Ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna." Yeah, he was doing that as he got out of the car. And I was like, "Oh, Justin Bieber's my neighbor. That's cool."
He was singing niggas in Paris when
Yeah.
he got out of the car.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Justin Bieber.
Did you
That's
get
right.
up to that nigga part? Did he say that?
I at some point I tuned it out because it was so surreal to me that I was like, I'm not gonna go ask for a cup of sugar
Yeah.
over there.
But here's the question. You know there's going to be parties. Are you going to party with your neighbor?
No. I don't think he's going to invite me. I think I'm like too old for his demo. Like I'm 28. I think he wants like young girls who, you know.
You single?
No.
Are you single right now?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's why you're not invited.
But
That's
I
why you
wouldn't. I don't think he cares if a girl has a boyfriend, by the way. I don't think Justin Bieber is like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Okay, you can come party. Like,
yeah.
I don't think that's like a prerequisite for partying with
He
Bieber.
won't care.
But I don't really think I'm into the same things. I mean, you heard the songs I sing. I don't think we're into the same
No,
things.
probably not. And I think he's at a different place in his life. Like the old Justin would have threw eggs at your house if
Right.
he was his neighbor. You know,
Right, right.
The new Justin
Is
I
getting
think-
roasted.
Yeah, right. He's getting roasted.
that
You
roast.
know, he's kind of reformed now. Got the suit on. Hasn't been in trouble. He might be a perfect neighbor
I do
for you.
walk my dogs past his house every day, though, and my dog loves to tinkle on his lawn. And I'm like, good girl, Pepper, good girl.
Just the number one, no number twos.
He's number 2, but I picked it up.
gotta pick
I
that up.
picked it
Come
up.
on, Emmy.
I
Gotta
picked
pick
it
that
up regardless. You have to be a good neighbor.
All right, Emmy Rossum, thank you for coming
No
by.
doubt.
Man. Check out Shameless on Showtime, and we'll look out for some new music. When you do finally make new music, come up here and,
Thank you.
and record,
Thank you.
perform it for us, okay?
will.
All right. Also, we want to thank our other special guest that came by, Rita Wilson.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fish in the Dark on Broadway. I love her. And then tomorrow we have the one and only Kevin Hart is going to join us. Afro Jack
He's
will be
funny.
here too.
Yes.
And we're going to have a very special guest DJ as well. Emmy, how can they reach you on social media if people want to reach out
At
to you?
Emmy Rossum. Twitter, Insta,
That's it.
Facebook.
Right there, right?
Just-
Snapchat?
No.
Vine?
No.
Damn, what's going on?
I'm not in that yet.
Okay.
I'm still trying to Pinterest.
Okay, Pinterest. You're not
You're
here.
trying to get Pinterest.
You're still trying to get that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a slow burn.
Okay. Heather B, how can they reach you?
Real simple. Hit me up at the happy hour with heatherb.com. Also at the Happy Hour WHB on Instagram and Twitter. Also, citizens, you missed any part of Sway's show today, make sure you go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand.
Yeah.
Tracy G.
Twitter, Instagram at it's Tracy G, ITS or ACYG, and also visit me at she'sbeautyandthebeast.com.
It's a good site, y'all. Look out for Tracy G.
I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram, and then swaysuniverse.com. You can see all these lovely interviews. You could see the lovely Emmy Rossum as well on Sway's Universe. And then until tomorrow, we have nothing.
All that matters.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Heather B.
You're
Emmy,
welcome,
I
homie.
executive produced a web series called All That Matters.
Okay.
And
I should watch it.
You should watch it.
Okay.
Megan Good and Tamara Bass, they wrote and directed it.
Okay.
I'm an EP along with Q from World Star Hip Hop. I know you go on World Star all the time.
World Star.
Love it.
Okay.
Visit it all the time.
Okay, as you should. Our first week episode last week aired, and we got over 6 million views in 1 week.
Whoa.
Second episode we launched yesterday. Okay, I haven't. What are
Look at you killing it.
I'm trying. Listen, Emmy.
Okay, hold on.
I'm trying to win. I'm trying to see what the
All
view
he
count
does
is
is
up
win,
to. Yes,
win.
No matter what.
What's your favorite rapper?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
I only know little bits here and
You
there.
quoted Big right there.
I
Then
did.
you DJ Khaled.
She did that. She did Niggas in Paris good.
Okay.
Ball so hard, motherfuckers want to find me.
Got any numbers there? Have the beats?
I'll
Just
promise
throw
I
something
got
in the air. We're live.
it.
What is it?
2,633,000.
2 million and 2.6 million views in 24 hours.
Yes.
Pretty damn
Awesome.
good.
Get
right?
it, Sway.
Awesome. You're on track.
I'm on track, Emmy. Hopefully one day maybe I could appeal to you to play a character in one of my web series.
Webisodes.
One of the webisodes.
That's the future.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Would you
My
be-
favorite show, Broad City. Do you watch Broad City?
I don't watch it,
It's
but I've
really
heard it.
funny. That started from a web series.
Really?
And now it's on Comedy Central. It's so funny.
That's the
Check
plan.
it out. It's really funny.
We
Broad
need
City.
you, Emmy. All right. Until tomorrow, we have nothing left to say.
Hi, I'm Emmy Rossum, and you're watching Sway in the Morning on Shade 45.
Live and direct. It's Sway in the Morning on Shade 45.